Hey, what's up? I want to talk about some things, and I brought a prop to help everyone. Some people love this analogy and some people don't. But you may notice that my content and the things I talk about on social media or even in person, one day I'm talking about one thing, next thing I'm talking about another thing, and that may seem confusing. But I'm going to narrow this down. Here's the kicker. I believe in sacred duality. Sacred duality and working with your shadows, working with all sides of yourself, and wholeheartedly accepting that to optimize everything you've got going on, your fullest potential, your fullest power, the best version of yourself. What does that mean? Basically, people are made out of different aspects, shades, and colors. I call this being multifaceted. Nobody is just one note. They're not. They're whole. I think of it like this. This is a box of crayons, right? And as you can see, I done already switched some around. There's some missing because I use this box. Yes, I do. And you know, some of the crayons are even broken. And I've got some colors I like more than others, but I didn't just buy a pack of, let's see, pink, for example. Really like it. Clearly I did. You can tell that I used it. But if I bought a box full of pink, it would be one note. People are not one note. People are not one shade. In order to create a masterpiece, in order to fill up the pages of my own story with vivid color and inspiration, I have to use every single thing I carry in my box. I may not use it for every picture, every masterpiece, but at some point, each one of these crowns will be touched. Each one of these crowns will have their moment, but they're all here. None of them get kicked out of the box because that's a set of 48. Now I say this because every now and then you'll see me quote something or post something on IG that is very quote unquote witchy. And then you'll see me post a Bible verse right next to it. Or you'll see me post something that's super holy and Christian. And then you'll see me post something that's super hood and in the world right next to it. And I'm here to tell you, those things work together. Those things work in harmony because people are multifaceted and they're well-rounded. So I might be driving into ceremony, if you will, or driving to go somewhere to do a holy thing to help someone, listening to trap music on the way because it uplifts me. It fills my soul with light and with energy and with excitement. And if I want to go into ceremony, let's say I'm gonna work for a client or work with someone and we're doing something where I need to step in already feeling that way, that has now become a part of what I'm about to do. One does not cancel out the other. There's a verse, I can't think of exactly where this verse comes from at the top of my head, but it basically talks about how God can find you anywhere. There's nowhere God can't reach you, and He'll never leave you nor forsake you. And I love that analogy. One of the first crystals I ever bought was a snowflake obsidian. I wish I had it in my hand to tell you and to show you, but it's basically a black rock with white dots all over it. And people say obsidian is about neutralizing and absorbing energy and things like that. But when I saw it, my first little bit of inspiration, my mind immediately went back to that scripture. That no matter where I am, no matter how far in the darkness I feel consumed by, there is always light. God will always find me, just like the white specks in that rock. So, and all of that is together. All of that is valid. You look in the night sky, you see the sun, or not the sun, you see the moon and the stars, and you see the deep darkness, and all of that is valid. All of that is beautiful. All of that belongs there. So if you're doing some shadow work in your spiritual practice and it feels wrong and it feels uncomfortable, congratulations, you just started using some not so used colors in your box. For example, I don't use this one very often, but I can guarantee you it has a purpose and it is necessary. Take care, everyone. I hope that made sense, and I wish you well on your journey.